Okay, getting ready to record a video, and Denise yells at me, "Brian, is the kitchen clean?" And of course it is, or was, but let's start things off right. Right here, first things first, Denise and I getting back from vacation this last week, and I walk in the house, and our cat sitter, our Khaleesi sitter, had this little surprise here for her dad. It was my 100th birthday. No, it was 100 subscribers on my YouTube channel. In case you haven't been to this channel, my name's Brian Harder, and my daughter Jessie had this card here and these little balloons. When we walked in the door, it says, "Congrats." And that's how it's done. Congrats on 100 subscribers. Woohoo! Jessie. All right. Thank you, Jessie. Ha! Ha! Okay. The famous white marker board, it's out here. I'll be, I guess, glancing down like this. I haven't tested it out, but I spent a couple seconds scribbling a few things on the old white marker board. And what I want to do is, again, start everything off with a great big circle. And there it is. Earth. It's pretty big. Last time I had this out, I think there was some 3 billion, 8 billion people. There's a lot of people right here. And here I am, right? There I am right there with 100 subscribers. So let's see here. There I am right there with my 100 subscribers. And that's exciting. So there's a lot of room for you and me and anyone else to have. They could be right here. They could have their 100 subscribers, and here's 100, and we got room for 8 billion. So I think there's quite a bit of room there for us. All right. Let's just draw this line right down the middle. Get back to that. Sunday, November 2nd, extra hour of sleep last night for those that got to fall back and take advantage of that extra hour. If you weren't up watching the World Series, extra innings, Game 7, wonderful ball game. But so this morning, like most mornings, I get up after taking some blood pressure medication. Coffee. Coffee is usually number one for me. Come down, make a pot of Folgers, or my wife does, Denise, and I have coffee. I then have my first decision of the day. Do I jump in that recliner right there? And then do I watch news or YouTube? Well, today I did a pretty good job. I jumped on the treadmill, so the recliner was out. Then news or YouTube, TV out in the garage. Well, I did a pretty good job today. I didn't watch the news. I watched YouTube. Can you see that? Are you able to see what I'm doing down here? Scribbling, right? Taking some notes. Not real well, I guess. Anyway, you'll get the idea. So YouTube is on. I'm on the treadmill, working towards my 10,000 plus steps for the day. I'm right now at, let's see here, only 4,000. So I've been doing other things other than on the treadmill. But my morning, I do like to have YouTube on. I like to consume YouTube, and I go with usually 1 or 2, sometimes 3, depends on where it takes me, of channels that I've subscribed to. And I know I watched Tiger on Fire for a couple minutes this morning. Steve had one out, Steve's retirement channel. Watched some an interesting channel. I didn't write the name of it down. Facts about the state of Iowa. For me, it was interesting. My mom called, my son called. Again, I'm consuming all the while. I'm consuming content. Watched a channel this morning that I had not subscribed to yet, Mike in Retirement, and watched a couple of his videos, and one of them had hit home with me because his enthusiasm and excitement in his retirement and starting a YouTube channel. He was talking about starting a YouTube channel, which I know I have many videos where he and I have this, are in the same frame of mind, and he was encouraging people, retired, anybody, but just do it. Second video I watched of his, he spoke of a health condition he has, and it's just human nature of putting the worst case thoughts in our head. And he had a cancer diagnosis, and had recently had to go get his every 6 months screenings done. And he was the story there was why do we always just immediately go to the worst case thoughts in our head? Human nature. And very good channel. I recommend it. Mike in Retirement. RV, I saw a real neat documentary this morning on RVs, and I thought about it when I scribbled the R on here, RV on there. Arizona. Those who are RV fanatics will immediately know, but Quartzdale, Arizona, big RV show. I thought it was a real neat video. Then one of the highlights, brand new channel. I watched now a couple of his videos. This is all, well, I guess it wasn't all this morning because it now is 2 in the afternoon, but it was Coffee with Crago. Can you see that right there? Coffee with Crago. I found it to be a really good channel for me. It worked well. And then while consuming, it's not uncommon for me. I do like to oftentimes leave a comment. Not as often, but I may share a video. I've recently been sharing more videos with my mother. Reflections of Life, Monster channel, real neat little short documentaries on individuals. But do you share your RV or your YouTube consumption with others? And so I do. I try to watch 1 or 2 channels of people I've subscribed to. Oftentimes try to watch 1 or 2 channels from scrolling through YouTube, maybe brand new channels. It could be smaller content creators. I usually like to try to look at least 1 or 2 small channels, 200 subscribers and under, 50 subscribers and under. I like to try to see a new channel there or 2, and possibly something I could subscribe to and be interested in. Now it's time to create. So out comes the white marker board, scribbling some things down, and we are on to the create side, of which white marker board has to be now a requirement. I then look at all these notes I've taken. It could go back days, weeks for that matter, but notes that I've scribbled down while watching or consuming. And now I'll talk a little bit about the ones I watched this morning that gave me some nifty ideas for today. Crago. And if you haven't figured it out, the letter for the day is C. Coffee, consume, Coffee with Craig, comment, create. Don't get too comfortable. I like Crago said this. Don't get too comfortable. It's not supposed to be a permanent address. And I say getting comfortable by setting in that thing right there with that remote in your hand. Do not get too comfortable. Comfort kills men like us. And I'm speaking more of the retirement group. So I know for a fact that if I sit there all day and all evening and eat M&Ms and drink a cola, and where are you going?
To my mom's.
Oh, to mom's. Okay. See you, Denise. Comfort will kill men like us. As a result, I like to throw on this weight vest, Jesse, who was laughing at me for calling it a weight belt. And this is just for show, something maybe a little bit healthy. I like to try to consume some extra water. I don't consume much. And my fidgety toys might be the heavy hands, etc. But that's sort of where I was at for the day. Inspired, create. Sunday, November 2nd, I had an extra hour's sleep. I've created. Don't get too comfortable. It's not supposed to be a permanent address. Checklist for life. We'll talk more about that in the future. Chili. Yep. Chili. Chili. Crackers in your chili. What do you put in the chili? What do you drink when you have chili? Milk, cola, a beer, water, iced tea. What's your beverage of choice with a good bowl of chili? And for those of you who have too much Halloween candy laying around, I don't know what you need to do with that candy, but I know what I've done with it in the past, and that becomes my meal. Anyway, gang, my very short-winded video ran a little bit long. Brian Harder, that's the channel. Thank you for watching. I'll talk to you later.